Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Johnson's been here, true and welcome to Troy Total War. It is finally here, properly this time, alright? No previews, no footage someone else recorded, nothing like that. This is the full version I've managed to get my hands on a little bit early, so... Okay, as they basically just made a Total War game pretty much exclusively for me, as this is just Iliad Total War, let's have a bit of a dive in and see what we got here. Okay, since the last time we showed this on the channel, I've had a good bit of time to actually play it in full, playing as multiple factions and whatever, and the thing that worried me about Troy Total War, especially as, you know, they weren't going down straight mythological, they were going for a slightly more realistic take on the Bronze Age, like, in some ways. Like, they're still superhuman men with 10,000 hit points each, but, like, you know, a little bit realistic. And the problem with the Bronze Age realistic is you don't have that much technology available to you, so how do you stop all the factions feeling a bit on the similar side? Well, luckily, I think they've actually found a pretty good way of squaring that circle. Which is the factions all feel pretty distinct. They've got some really distinctive mechanics. Also, I really like this visual effect, by the way. Where they're like, you know, bronze sculptures, then you hover over them and they become real. That's cool, I like that. So in the case of Achilles, for example, naturally, as you know, he gets a bit upset and refuses to fight and watches all his friends die in the Iliad, yeah, it's all about his emotions. Because occasionally, he'll just throw a massive strop and that's going to cause problems. So, this is really cool, by the way. Because, yeah, basically, the mood he's in changes the entire campaign. And it's absolutely massive. So, say he goes into indignant mode, 30% bonuses to all resources faction-wide. That is ludicrously huge. Massive boost to happiness, but minus to influence across the Empire, bad thing long term, and minus 50 to every single potential diplomatic agreement. So it's going to be incredibly difficult to make peace if you want a war to end. It's going to be difficult to do any deals whatsoever. No one's going to be willing to deal with you because you're indignant. Meanwhile, alternatively, you might get a little bit on the outrage side, at which point plus 40% to melee attack of all units in your army. Massive increase to the amount you're looting, casualty replenishment up, 25% bonus damage of all units. And like those two things stack on top of each other. So yeah, 25% damage, 40% greater chance to hit. You are going to be tearing up absolutely everything, but you are absolutely flipping knackering your resource income and your growth. So these are massive, dramatic shifts. You could be almighty on the battlefield, but your empire's going to go to hell, or you can be amazing economically, but no one's going to want to deal with you. And you can't just swap between these when you want to, because that's not what Achilles is like, alright? Sometimes Achilles just throws a massive strop and won't come out of it. So as you play the game, you're just building up towards a particular mood. So if units in your army start dying, he becomes more and more sad. Killing captives, raising settlements, it just slowly makes him more and more sad until eventually, when that hits 100%, he becomes full-on grieving, and at that point, minus 7 to happiness faction-wide. But because he's trying to get over it, yeah, you get a lot more favour of the gods. So yeah, these are massive, massive shifts. That's really, really interesting. Alternatively, you've got Menelaus, and he's got something that's quite frankly potentially broken. It's so good. So, yeah, if you've got a defensive or military alliance with somebody, you get access to their elite units. And bear in mind, there's a lot of elite units. Like, yeah, Menelaus has got 3 of those, but say Achilles, he's got flipping 6. You have yourself a military alliance with him, you just get access to his best units. Agamemnon, he's got another 3 right there. So if you consider, for example, when we were playing as Paris, though obviously I very much doubt Menelaus is going to end up allied with Paris, though maybe you could, that's fascinating. Then you'd have access to his elite Trojan archers. But no, instead today I want to look at Odysseus, because Odysseus is, he's really darn cool. And specifically, he's the Vampire Coast from Warhammer 2, which I don't consider a bad thing, because I love the Vampire Coast in Warhammer 2. But yeah, he's got the ability to build settlements in your settlements, and he's got to make sure he stays close by to the coast, because that's where he's best. Now, to be honest, like, canonically, that's not really true. Like, there's an entire epic with many books in it describing in great detail how Odysseus is very, very bad at sailing places, but sure, go on, Odysseus, coast, islands, etc, etc, etc. Because if he gets himself landlocked, then, yeah, he literally can't upgrade sub-regions, which is pretty darn devastating. Meanwhile, if he stays on the coast, unique super powerful buildings. So, here we go, Catalonia, Ithaca over there, and it wouldn't be a total war game if you didn't start off with an army with some stupid rebels right in front of you that need murdering. But Odysseus isn't just about the murder. No. This is Odyssey Odysseus, not Iliad Odysseus. Because in the Iliad, Odysseus is mostly a fairly generic hero, really. It was kind of in the Odyssey and the later tragedies, especially Sophocles, when, yeah, Odysseus became cunning and sneaky and deceptive and whatnot. But that's the Odysseus we're dealing with here. So, he specialises in skirmish. That's his big thing. He's all about the skirmishers. He's got vanguard skirmishers who can stalk so they can stay hidden, toss in some lovely projectiles, then just run away. And yeah, they've got very good speed on them. 46 speed means if they toss anything heavier infantry, they'll be able to keep their distance very, very nicely indeed. And then, yeah, even actual sword skirmishers as proper infantry, they've actually got some projectiles on them that are strong enough that you'll definitely want to be trying to get them off before you engage if you can. And secondly, he's all about the agents. He's sneaky like that. So yeah, you start off with the ability to train your own diplomats and spies, which is spectacular. And yeah, they've got a lot of different things they can do. So if I want to, I can just embed him. He doesn't actually fight in the army, it's just a passive benefit from him being there. So yeah, increase line of sight. Or he can just stand around, make enemy agents less effective. Or he can stand in your own settlement to get the replenishment up. Or he could go stand near foreign settlements in order to, yeah, get the garrison to suffer attrition, which is pretty darn good. Kill or wound foreign characters. So yeah, he's an assassin as well as a spy. Indeed, poisoning the well, getting enemy armies to suffer some attrition. So we could do that right now. But honestly, we don't really need to. And yeah, assassinate is hard to do. You need to level up and specialise a bit before you've got any real chance of assassinating. But the real interesting option, yes, the special vampire coast option where you can create a pirate cove or something. So if we go over to this town over here, yeah, you can absolutely cause a bit of attrition, but 100% guaranteed to succeed, set up a base within a foreign settlement. A town within their town. So while you're inside their territory, you can recruit. Now we don't really need that here, because we'll be moving and taking that out momentarily. Probably best, in fact, yeah, he just goes ahead and starts scouting out. So we'll just send you over here, because sooner or later we want to take this entire province, of course. And we've got to take, yeah, this first, then you down over here. So let's keep an eye on what's going on, because the intelligence will be very, very useful. So Odysseus, let's give your army a bit of a run out here. Okay, see they've got slingers, so I don't really want them to be able to, yeah, toss rocks at me while I'm advancing. So it sure is bloody lucky that, yes, when you're Odysseus, pretty much your entire army can vanguard deploy. And all your special ambushers, those are the unique units if you're Odysseus, yeah, they've got stalk. They've got unspotable, they've got snipe. So if we just put them right here, then yeah, any enemy coming over towards me is going to get a whole bunch of javelins up them. And as for Odysseus himself, yes, obviously given his great act at the finale of the Odyssey is stringing and using his massive bow, he is an archer. But he unfortunately cannot vanguard deploy, so we'll just bring him up right now. Right, come on into the trap, you stupid bastards. Okay, Odysseus is moving forward, but yes, unfortunately for the enemy hero, Odysseus can outrange him pretty handily. He's going to start building up some bloodlust that way, and also, he's got snipe. So, he's going to be able to get his range up another 30% any moment. So yeah, he can very handily outrange any enemy hero. So, my good man, you have made a mistake. Okay, battle hasn't even begun and their hero's out of here because, yes, as the suitors very much learnt over on Ithaca, you don't stand in the way of an angry Odysseus with a bow. Here we go, sword skirmishers moving in. These guys can fire while moving. So how about one of you just comes over here, one of you just lays down your stuff over here, and yeah, you may think you've got the advantage because my infantry is not moving forward, but they've got shields, meaning they can very, very comfortably, yeah, trade fire against skirmishers. Just keep moving forward. We may as well charge. You're already breaking. You just move up the side and job is done. Yeah, Odysseus is pretty darn badass. You can just basically charge and just knacker them while they're coming in. And You guys want to be here, do ya? Alright, well, just get some lovely spears in their side. Ambushers doing a good job. More fire coming in, and we're basically going to win without taking any casualties, because that's the Odysseus way. Yep, literally no loss. Massive superior archer lord, combined with invisible skirmishers, combined with infantry that are carrying a bunch of extra javelins. Very, very nice. Okay, we could push straight to the town right now, but the town actually does outnumber me a little bit. So, probably best we get ourselves, handful more sword skirmishers. They were doing a good job. So we're going to have 4 of them and couple of slings. Yeah, just so I've got a bit of long-range damage, though. Yeah, poor armor piercing. These guys aren't going to be doing much, but they've got so much ammunition they can just keep firing all flippin' day. And as for the other type of agent, yeah, don't forget we can actually get ourselves out a diplomat immediately, so why not, quite frankly? Yeah, they can do all sorts of bits and pieces here. And in particular, logistical control reduces upkeep of all units in the army. But the thing is, they themselves cost food to maintain, so I'm kind of curious whether it's good enough to want to be running with them all the time or not. Okay, let's see if this works. So yeah, right now, I'm actually making 900 odd food per turn, because I'm paying you like 300 food just to do your job. If I embed you in this army, what happens to how much actual, how much food I'm making?
Odysseus the cunning.
Okay, I'm only saving like 100, but as the army gets bigger and more expensive, that will be a better thing going forward. So, okay, this shouldn't be too tricky to take care of, because, oh yeah, bunch of basic slingers, we can just charge them with my sword skirmishers, because they are literally tailored to hard counter light slingers. I can just run in, got shields on my arms so they can't do anything to me, then we just chop them down. Alright, as we know, we've got slingers on the field. Yeah, we want to be ready to forward deploy, get right up in their face. And where are they? Okay, they're about here. That'll do. Get my skirmishers ready to just get into position and start laying down the fire. You guys just basically turn yourselves around to face them. So, their line's getting into my line. I want to keep these guys busy as far as possible. And yeah, now we're just going to lay down a ludicrous amount of fire. Please stop skirmishing. Just turn and fire over here. You just chase down their leader as best you can. The front line is doing a perfectly competent job here. My heavy sword skirmishers are just going to wipe up the line. That's pretty much the most elite unit I've got right here, which is spectacular. And yeah, now slingers, turn your attention over to these here young spears. You guys get over here in a moment. Yeah, my front line is holding perfectly competently. You may as well just start working on these guys, quite frankly, and with this level of fire coming in, these guys have got, oh dear, have you got no armor and no shields? Well, that's sure unfortunate, because that means slingers are going to do a very, very good job against you. So they're trying to fire on me, but you see there, they're basically not really achieving anything. You're on the run, in which case you go and track down these guys. You go and track down these guys. Slingers start moving forward, and Odysseus has not got a good shot right now, so let's just get him around the back. But honestly, you're really struggling against even basic lads here, so this is not a problem. Honestly, may as well just pull my infantry back, by the way. Odysseus is going to be quite capable of dealing with this bastard by himself. In fact, are you trying to run right now? Are you trying to run? Right, well, if he's going to try and run, never mind. Oh, he is. He is. Shoot him in the back. Shoot him in the back. Come on, Odysseus, I believe in you. All right, massive coward play. Yep, shot in the back. Spectacular. Right, and with that, we've now got ourselves, yes, a stone settlement. Absolutely spectacular. Ah, but one advantage of my spy, I've got visibility of reinforcements. So he's out on the sea right now, but he might decide to come back if, you know, he feels like he has to. So my spy could, at this point, yeah, if I want to, just slap down a safe haven. Costs a little bit of food, but honestly, not that much at all. But we're going to be coming to take this place sooner rather than later. So probably best not to do that for now, because, yeah, there is cooldown on it. Alright, giant pile of skirmishers are on the way, but, yeah, you're probably going to try and, you know, train some units and whatever, aren't you? And also use your garrison. Well, not if I have anything to say about it, you don't, because that 200 food is nothing. Ah, bad luck, failed a coin flip. Well, what can you do, eh? But yeah, spies. Bloody useful, very versatile. Aha! Odysseus makes it to the island, but can't quite reach the settlements. However, on this occasion, yeah, your garrison, which is the vast majority of your troops, is now gonna start taking a bit of a knock, my friends. Oh, and that attrition is not kidding. Look at that. One of their spearmen, who's one of their better units, you're now down to flipping half health. Love it. Alright, interesting choice here. Couple of choke points, which are nice and tight, so I could make sure there's plenty of fire raining down on any enemies trying to hold them, but the wider choke point means I've got more ability to flank. I feel like we want to be on the wider one. Let's just, start back here, figure out how to advance from there. Right, you guys just start moving to the top of the hill here. If they try and run out to take you on, you can just toss your projectiles. So they're very safe to advance. Just bring my own guys in over here. And yeah, just be ready to react to wherever it is they're planning to go. And I see their leader. Okay, we've got eyes on the leader. We can start just picking him off, no problem. Because even if Odysseus happens to miss, yeah, he's standing right next to some of his units. Very convenient. Also looks to me like there's some very weak units over here guarding this area. Okay, Odysseus, open fire on him. Let's just get my slingers into position, because spearmen, yeah, you guys aren't so strong. But, here we go. Behind you, militia. They're even flimsier. They've got no armor whatsoever. So, they'll be the guys we want to start hitting with the slingers. So, alright, here we go. Right into the back over here. If anyone tries to, counteract, just deal with this. Odysseus, meanwhile, is just taking a few pot shots. That guy's going down, no trouble. So, you guys want to try and hold the breaches? Oh, you did not want to turn your back to me. Mistake, you stupid bastards. And if they're stupid enough to try and... No, don't skirmish. Go where I tell you, please. Send in my own troops ready to counteract anyone stupid enough to try and actually move in against me. One militia right there. Yeah, charging right up the side of them. Get the slings right into them. They're going to realise their mistake soon enough. There we go. My basic islanders just hold the line. And you guys are now going to start taking big damage. You guys, you are very, very fast indeed. Get right up the side of them. We can nail this group of militia. These guys are about to start losing a lot of strength. Very, very fast. They're not going to be enjoying that. Oh, no. No, I thought they might not. And I'd say it's time to actually start sending my own units forwards here. We can start basically nailing anyone stupid enough to come in over here. Just use the trash up front just to keep them busy. And yeah, just throw everything we have got at them. You keep these guys busy. Just toss your stuff in. Absolutely spectacular. These guys starting to take an absolute knackering. Their heroes in trouble over here. Lovely. Right, Odysseus, just finish off this champion, if you'd be so kind. These guys can handle this frontline engagement, no trouble whatsoever. Now, I see what they're trying to do, however. They're trying to get round the back of all my slingers and whatnot. So let's just get you guys a little bit further round in this direction. So, you guys just turn a bit of attention over here. You guys start running. If the slingers take a handful of light knocks, it barely even matters. I'm going to use my slingers as bait right now, because yes, my ambushers are going to absolutely destroy these guys. And a matter of moments later, yep, there we go. Nice, easy victory. Now, we've taken a bit of a knock to the front line, but honestly, I'm happy with that. Okay, province locked down, and yes, for the time being at least, things are still looking pretty darn solid to my mind. So, slingers have actually been doing a good job. On their own, they're not great, but yeah, for just laying down big amounts of fire while you guys do the real heavy hitting, honestly, I'm liking you. So, let's just get a few more bits and pieces in. Oh, and here's what I've been waiting for. Yeah, we need to get ourselves up to level 3 city, Citadel, over on Ithaca. Because once we do that, we're going to open some new building slots, and we're going to get the crucial military camp. This is very important for Odysseus, because, yeah, armory, and then royal arsenal. This is how he gets himself ambushers, exemplary ambushers, and then ultimately Guerrilla Stalkers, and Dexy's Midnight Runners. Extremely important we get those guys out on the field, because yeah, the Skirmishers are the absolute creme de la creme.
I have a plan.
Odysseus literally just said, I have a plan. So yes, this is why this is the faction for me, damn it. Right, okay, so. Odysseus needs a moment to chill out and get his army back up to strength inside this town. Meaning, obviously, yeah, here's where you want to be moving on with the agents. We want to be starting to explore what's going on. Because yes, we're over here in Greece right now, kind of north of here. So, spies should be heading ashore, seeing what's going on over here, and we have come across somebody. Alright, we've got ourselves... this is the province of Elis, though obviously no Olympia, because yes, Olympia wasn't a big deal at this point in history. We're like 11th, 12th century BC. The Olympic Games won't start for another 3 centuries or so, so tragically, none of that. And I can't help but notice that, yes, my spy has shown me something rather fun over the water here, which is, yeah, the territory of Elis has got precisely what I need. We've got wood production, because, yeah, right now I can produce food, I can produce stone, I can produce bronze, but I'm lacking in wood and a precious rare gold pit. Okay, so we're attacking Elis, got it. Odysseus moving in, ready to attack the northern settlement. And that means, yeah, it's time to actually start being a bit sneaky here. Get down a safe haven. So as a result of that, I've now put a town in your town, you stupid bastard. And that means I could start building my own buildings. So yeah, basically, what you're allowed to build depends on what you've built elsewhere. So let's say I just want to build some really basic stuff, like, you know, sword skirmishers, behind enemy lines, spectacular, some basic, actually, you know what, basic ambushers, that's not bad at all, but if you want the more advanced stuff, you need to have built something else instead. So yeah, I need to have an actual training camp back in my settlement if I want to be making my own beautiful spear runners or all sorts of other bits and pieces. I mean, the ambushers are really sexy. Armor piercing strong. Yeah, you know what? Sure. That's only flipping 500 wood. Oh, do it. And it takes 1 turn to complete. Love it. Alright, Odysseus, in you go. Yes, by the way, we're at war now. Sorry about that. Right, obviously we're just auto-resolving this first one, because that's a basic garrison. But the key is, we need to take out his actual army. Yes. Oh, what's that? We can have giants? Well, I don't mind if I do. Okay, so these are just big lads who like charging forward and smashing you in the face. A giant bowman, then armoured giant spearmen, and finally giant champions. Okay, you know what? I can't turn down this. We're making this happen. Yes, obviously. And with my spy, keep a very close eye on where this guy's going next. If he decides to go over the water, then yeah, we might be able to just straight up go and take out his settlement, because... can't help but notice, just looking at the colour of the borders, I think this is all you've got. You lose this next settlement, that's it for you, my friends. And looks to me like that is... oh? That's Nestor! Nestor just showed up! Hello, Nestor! Right, he's in the Iliad! And also, actually, in the Odyssey, more importantly, because this is Odysseus. Okay, right, hi! We should be friends, because you're friends with my son in the epics. Okay, so. It looks to me like he can't make it to this city right now. Alright, he just can't. So, what we could do is, yeah, start doing some damage to him. Or, might be time for a bit of subterfuge, because one of the things I can do is slow him the flip down. All I need to do is lead him astray. That way, he loses loads of his flipping movement range, and that way he's definitely not going to be able to make it over to my island. Then again, I kind of want him to. Because, yeah, that'll be his range if he's actually in march stance. But you can't attack in march stance. This is... I kind of want him to go and try and do it. Okay, you know what? Come over here. There's a bridge right here. Also, I don't care how much it costs. I want a giant's meeting place, alright? I'm having giants in this army. Also, I've decided what we're gonna do is we're gonna, yeah, make sure we do not make Odysseus's critical mistake in the Odyssey, which is we're not going to accidentally disrespect Poseidon in any way. In fact, you know what? We're building a shrine to Poseidon right now. We're going to make an offering to Poseidon, like, immediately. Let's just, pour some food into the Poseidon. Spectacular. Alright, and that's actually going to get me a campaign movement range at sea. Good. That's what we need. And siege holdout time. Spectacular. In fact, weirdly, yes, because that gets you more food at level 2 for every coastal region, which is, that really feels like a thing you absolutely would want to do as Odysseus, which is weird, because, like, the whole point is Odysseus sort of annoys Poseidon, and, that causes all the trouble in the Odyssey, but instead, they sync up really nicely. So, okay, we're playing an alternate universe where Poseidon and Odysseus were best friends. Alright, where's the lad going? Where's he off to? Because I really want him to just basically head overseas and try and take me out. And okay, he wants peace. No, not happening, my friend. Sorry. And darn it, he's going back to his... No, he's not. Hang on. Where did he just go? Did he just go into a city? I'm not sure if he did. Okay, time to be sneaky if you're going to be a coward. Time for us to go invisible. Alright, we're going invisible, and you, meanwhile, need to start taking a bit of damage, if you'd be so kind. Alright, sooner or later... Oh! Critical success? I don't even know what that means, but it sounds good to... Oh, flip. It looks to me, my friend, like I don't actually need to bother waiting in ambush anymore. It looks to me like my agent has just basically destroyed your flipping army. Oh my! He didn't come out and attack, which is quite frankly surprising, because now you get to enjoy starving to death, so, have fun with that. Right, well, while I'm getting on with that in that case, Mr. Spy, go and have a look-see, because yes, over here, the rest of the province doesn't actually belong to these guys, it belongs to somebody else. I'm a little bit concerned that, they're actually... quite large, and I don't particularly want to pick a fight with them. Because, sure, that's a gold settlement, but there are ways to get gold. Like, say, one of the basic techs is just give me a little bit of any given resource. So, taking Treasure Hall, nice and early for 20 gold a turn for free, probably not a bad idea. Other than that, I've been specialising in, the wood techs, because that's related to skirmishing, which is obviously very useful for me. Oh, yeah, a bit more scouting out here. This would be a pretty major attack, and on top of that, taking them out would leave me landlocked. This is not something I want to be taking on. Odysseus doesn't want to be doing that. Odysseus wants to be heading on round the coast. Okay, meanwhile, my northern neighbours over here, right to the north of Achilles, we gotta make sure that you guys are chill. So, you're not quite up for an aggression pact, but bear in mind, of course, I can 100% just bribe them. Oh, and it turns out they need bronze. Well, that's going to make life nice and easy. Yep, this will do. 130 food, 150 bronze for 9 turns. We get ourselves a non-aggression pact, meaning this front is secure. The Arcadians, however, have decided they're not up for, being nice, friendly, PC lads. Okay, they're just up for murder. Got it. Okay, so Ellis needs to be taken care of, like, right the flip now, so fortunately they're basically nothing at this point. So I was going to leave your gold mines alone, but no, if you're gonna be dicks, I'll come and take them off ya. Also, by the way, we're gonna be, getting rid of you right now, because I can't help but notice that, yes, giants just became available. Yes, I think as many giants as we can physically train will be just the flipping thing. So, okay, new plan. When they attack me, I just run forward and we club them to death with giants. Okay, now the Arcadians have pulled Nestor into the war, but because he already likes me, here we flippin' go. We can get you straight back into peace treaty and non-aggression, so he's going to abandon his allies immediately. In fact, he'll even give me military access. In fact, he'll pay for it. I mean, I'll take your bronze off you, old man, but the easier option would have just been not attacking me. Oh, we found their army, though. Looking a bit on the weak side, and all by itself, so, okay. Where are you going? Are you trying to get to your gold settlement? Because I suspect you are. And Zeus's wrath. Okay, there's been a bit of Zeus's wrath over in Ithaca. Shame about that. Wow, massively reduced line of sight. Okay, presumably that's a metaphor for massive storm. And cunning Odysseus looks like he could just make it to this settlement. But as I've actually got a spy right here. Yep, there you go. So you're just chilling out right there, meaning your settlement's actually completely unguarded. I mean, bloody genius, this guy. And we 100% could auto-resolve this, but I can't help but, yeah, really want to see the giants in action. Okay, we just need to put, yes, some giants next to normal people. So they're about maybe 1.5 foot taller. So, okay, giants might be overselling them a bit, but damage 200. Damage 200, bonus versus large, decent if unspectacular armor piercing. And yeah, these guys are, they're chargers. You get in, you smash everything, you get back out again. Got it. Right, I see what they're planning to do. They're going to try and flank me, so I'm going to bring in my own skirmishers to deal with that. Odysseus, meanwhile, just move forward until you're in range. Take out... That's not the Ajax, is it? I really hope that's someone called Ajax and not the Ajax, because otherwise we're about to seriously mess up the Iliad. But here we go. We've already got beautiful, beautiful stuff happening. Oh, there's a lot of stuff happening. Okay, deploy the giants. All right, the giants are going in. The giants are going in. Their job is just basically to smash the hell out of infantry. And it turns out they're very, very good at it. Excellent. So they're just going to do that. You're just going to do that. You're going to get round over here. You guys are already being pelted. You guys need to fall back, actually. Giants, your one job was to protect these guys. Right, you're just basically causing ridiculous damage over here. At this point, the giants could probably start... Okay, so the giants either basically win or they break. That's what's going on over here. So those giants have taken a bunch of damage, but these giants can honestly just keep going. So you guys just keep on keeping on. We've got huge amounts of firepower coming in right over here. Giants are going to go over in this direction. You guys keep moving forward. Skirmishers move up too. We've now got some giants just basically charging straight the flip in. Spectacular. You guys are retreating at me. Good job. That's spectacular. Precisely what you should be doing, I'm sure. You guys are running a bit low on ammo, so start moving forward. You're already running. You guys, actually, you know what? These guys are shattered. Ignore them. Start just heading round into position. The slingers round the back over here. You guys just... Wow, the giants have just... They've just won. The giants over here are just basically... yeah, they are just straight up clubbing these guys into next week. So, in which case, yes, now overwhelming firepower, more overwhelming firepower, more overwhelming firepower. Get on these here slingers, tossing your spears as you go, and I love Odysseus so much. Okay, Odysseus is pretty good. By the way, guys, I'm not feeling good about... No, it's not going well for you, is it? Now, here we're seeing the problem with Odysseus in action here, which is, yeah. So, up here, this territory is coastal, meaning it can be upgraded normally. Altis over here, and even worse, the gold settlement further in, yeah, those are inland settlements. They are not by the coast, which means there's very little Odysseus can do with them. So yeah, if I invest, I still get a little bit of gold, but it's not much. It's not much, to be honest, at all. Alright, buddy. So, here's what can happen right now. Either you can surrender, and I'll just take this gold settlement I can't do much with, or I can murder you and everyone you love with giants. Yeah, I think he's a bit scared of the giants, and I've learnt a valuable lesson. Yeah, even going this far inland is a disaster. This is not what we need in the slightest. Right, peace has been secured with a handful of war reparations for me as well. Flipping spectacular, meaning, yes, I think we might need some more giants, actually. I'm definitely feeling like less basic slingers, more giants. That's the thing. And obviously, yes, there is now one very obvious solution, something that we 100% should be doing. One, Odysseus needs to hang out here for a second because, yeah, with everything in this shape, I physically can't build happiness buildings in the capital because, you know, it's not coastal. So Odysseus needs to hang out here for a second, meaning the spy needs to go ahead because... We don't want to be heading any deeper into Greece. Terrible idea. Instead, here we go. Crete. Oh, and even better, Diomedes, the greatest hero of all, offers a defensive alliance. Spectacular, my friend. You'll be very useful in case these idiot Arcadians get any ideas. And even better, yes, Menelaus and Sparta. Obviously, Menelaus and Odysseus are supposed to be friends, and he's willing to jump straight into a military alliance. Beautiful. Further protection against any idiots up north. So, okay, the Peloponnesian region is looking pretty secure. No one's going to be able to easily attack me now. Okay, a few turns later, and yes, my spies made it down over here towards Crete to keep an eye on what's going on over here, and it would appear the Spartans are having similar ideas. So, in fact, the Spartan army is sort of leading their army away. This is actually kind of perfect in its own way. Oh yeah, Sparta is ashore right now. Sparta is ready to make a move here as well. Okay, we've now got full visibility of this province between Sparta and my spy. Yeah, we can also see where their primary armies are, though to be honest, it looks like a very large volume of trash to me. Alright, we've definitely got ourselves the ability to make something happen here. Now's the time. Getting over here, we need a foothold in Crete. Oh, it turns out they had an army here, actually, which I missed because my spy was too far out. Oh, this is... Okay, good. Good start. But on the plus side, we kind of needed to... We needed to take these guys out. You know what? It's fine. Everything's under control. We'll just settle in for a nice siege. Sparta will be here to help out any minute. Okay, Sparta's army's naffed off down south somewhere, but this army's just chilling out right here, which is good. That works in my favour. That's blocking any reinforcements from getting in. Okay, Sparta didn't show up, and they've decided to come and attack me. Honestly, that's acceptable. I think we can handle this. Just keep in mind, I've got giants and they don't, and massive rock here. Okay, massive rock will assist with the... Oh, several massive rocks. Okay, that's going to assist a lot with the not being flanked. Okay, front line of giants ready to smash into anything that comes this way, which buys time for my slingers and my throwy lads to sort all of this out. And they're coming from all the way over there, so they're going to be tired by the time they make it to me. And my troops are going to be nice and fresh. In fact, hang on. This could be slightly interesting. Guys, rotate the battle line, because it looks to me like they're all coming from one particular angle over here. And that means, we can funnel them into a great big kill zone. Some of them are going around this way. Okay. Have a handful of units on that side ready to intercept. But is anyone going around... No one's going around that way. Okay, this sort of works for me. Now, we know they've got archers, but... Oh, here we go. Here we flipping go. In comes the firepower. Watch out for those flanking troops. We should be A-okay. Honestly, the best thing we could do is just rampage forward with all of these guys. Then again, my giants are large, and they're walking straight into spears, which is not ideal, but it should break their front line. It's better than just letting them be shot apart, to be honest, so just get some good hits in, and then the giants are just going to charge in, and we have got a ridiculous kill zone right here. So giants are just going to do a beautiful, beautiful job. They don't actually have to stay for long at all. In fact, if anything, we might want to have them come straight back out again in a second. Then again, they're doing pretty well up here. They're doing well up here. Those giant vanguards are doing pretty well. Need to get you guys a little bit more in the way of damage, and then we just turn you around, get you straight back into the flanks. My infantry hasn't even engaged yet. Who are you actually firing at, by the way? Honestly, it barely even matters. Just head over here. And great big giant smash. They are not enjoying that. Right, the giants are going to take some damage, but it's fine. it's fine the Giants are taking damage, because this is actually, I don't care. The Giants have done their job. The Giants have done a huge impact into their front line. My front line, meanwhile, has had a chance to toss all of its javelins. This is all going beautifully well as far as I'm concerned. So you guys are absolutely fine. It is time for you guys to charge forward and get involved. The slingers are still at the back. They're going to keep doing a good job. Okay. Now, they've got 3 generals, but generals are not good at cutting through just, you know, bits of random chaff. They are not very good at that at all. So, it is time to move forward. You guys, get in over here. Everyone else, just move forward. Pick yourself a leader. Everything's going to be fine. If we're lucky, those giants might recover. We might well be seeing them again. You guys get over here. You guys, yeah, where are you guys? You guys need to be not skirmishing. Instead, just fall back a tiny bit and then get back to what you were already doing. You guys get over here. You guys just move forward, start flanking. Now, we've also got ourselves, yes, you guys over here. Young spears versus my skirmishers. You've already taken a big old pile of stuff. You should be A-okay. Looks to me like there's not much left aside from the archers, actually. So if you guys would like to recover, slingers, could you put a bit of firepower at the back by any chance? And my warriors are, oh, the giants are back. The giants are flipping back. Right. Put them somewhere where they're not going to be engaged in, yeah, the actual frontline combat by themselves. And if you can just start firing any of these guys, that'd be great. You guys, stop flipping skirmishing. I need to break through to this side. And is that going to be more giants? That's going to be more giants. Right, you just help break these guys. You guys, get over here and just basically break these guys. Now, we've got a handful of guys in a bit of trouble here, but their front line is not looking spectacular to me. And I've got some good infantry over on this front. You guys are just getting in the back over here. You, yeah, just get on their archers, because their archers, that's the key. Their archers doing a really good job. We just need to break that main front line. Okay, you guys are now broken, and there's not much left of you. Get over here, if you'd be so kind. You, get over here. We need to start chasing off all of the indirect fire. If we can break that, I think we've won this. So, yeah, it doesn't even matter if you can't win. The important thing is, you are going to be able to chase them off. They're going to run because they're going to be on skirmish mode. Now, you guys, get over here and then start firing in. More units are starting to regroup. The slingers need to fall back slightly. They're a little bit too far forwards. These giants are doing... they're doing a competent job, but I feel like their charge bonus has been lost, unfortunately. And how are we doing here? Right, well, you're doing a good job against them. You just get over here and see off all of these guys. That's absolutely fine. And yeah, we're now keeping all of these guys busy while you guys start getting in the big stuff. Yeah, start attacking the shielded spearmen, because that is armor piercing against them. They're not going to enjoy that. No, they're not enjoying that one little bit. You guys stay busy. Well, I'm starting to see some shattered over there. You guys just basically do whatever you can. Keep these guys tied up. Whatever it flipping takes. Keep them busy, but I think we've got it. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of running in terms of their front line. So now just get the giants round the back and the rear over here. You honestly would probably be better off keeping these lads busy. They're just being kept occupied. These guys are just not good at cutting through basic chaff. So you guys get over here. Giants to the rear. You're not going to be enjoying that. Some of you are now running. Plenty of you are now shattered. Odysseus is seeing them lads off. And now it looks to me like I think we've pulled it off. That was looking dicey for a second. But we got it. Marvellous. Okay, so a win. Not the easiest win. It's safe to say that Crete is not 100% happy with me being here. But on the plus side, you know what? We've kicked the arse of their biggest army. So that's good. That's marvellously good news. And haven't lost a single person. Good. Let's get some flipping replenishment going on, because now we need it. Screw you, naff off. Go away, please. Okay, this is going to be harder than I thought, which therefore makes it very good that I can just slap down a safe haven over here in Aptera. If we're going to keep pushing into Crete, we're going to be needing, yeah, a nice little base right over here, which is spectacular. And now I've started building some better quality stuff back home, I can produce better quality stuff out here. Okay, my friend, let's try this again, shall we? Alright, lads, let's give him a vanguard surprise. So if anything's going to be stupid enough to start... Okay, something's going to be stupid enough to start right here. Guys, just get forward. Just get forward fast as you can. We're going to be getting a handful of javelins into the skirmishers. But mainly it's going to be, oh dear. I'm sorry, lads, but the giants are flipping hungry tonight. So, alright, let's just basically use the giants as a giant battering ram, very literally. You guys are going to be getting over to here. Fall back as best you can. Bring Odysseus up forward. And you guys, yeah, just basically start battering your way through anything you can. Okay, sword skirmishers are now moving in and just basically tearing apart anything stupid enough to head in this direction. There's a handful more skirmishers at the rear, so okay. You guys, get around over here and just go and murder them if you'd be so kind. Yep, whole thing just descended into a kill box at the front door and everybody is now running. Army losses should hand me the victory momentarily. Also, I have just realised this army over here I was so worried about, completely different faction. Not even the same faction. That belongs to, you know, Knossos over here. Oh, now Sparta comes back in to help. Now Sparta's decided, oh yeah, actually, you know what, I am going to bother invading Crete after all. Whatever. Not that we're done yet, though. Cadonia is also flipping well guarded. So, okay, possibly me and Sparta need to become best murder friends. Yes, that's potentially an option. Although doing a bit of well poisoning, that's certainly... oh yeah, that's gonna help out quite a lot. But yeah, that was only 35% chance to succeed, I assume, because yeah, you've got the diplomat right there, so that's gonna cause some trouble. And my army's not ready to go, but with Sparta's help, maybe. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I think you get the point. This here is Troy Total War, and honestly, it's solid. It's solidly put together. If I've got a criticism, it's the same one I've mentioned previously. It's just lack of ambition. Because in many ways, yes, there's a lot that's very, very similar to previous entries in the Total War franchise. But I like Total War, so I don't consider that, you know, a massive problem. Two things obviously they're testing. The multi-resource economy that to my mind works pretty darn well. Of course, another big one, they're just going to give this game away for free. When it comes out next week, you can just claim it and then it's just going to be yours forever. So I assume what they're testing there is if we give the game away for free, then does it actually work out, because then we can sell DLC to the free game going forward. So is that going to work out for them? No idea, but it seems to be something they might be testing at the moment. But I'll say it's a solidly put together game. It's colourful, it's fun. I quite like the way the battles feel, actually. I think they've got a good feel right now. The campaigns feel very distinct from each other. I like the unique units that are tied to certain areas, which is very, very cool indeed. So yes, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't really planning on doing like a series on this just because there's too much stuff to get done, and it did unfortunately come out, you know, just a matter of weeks before Crusader Kings 3 is going to be showing its face. So that's going to be tricky, but I will say every time I've played this, I've had a nicer and nicer time with it. So, okay, keep your eye out. This could be a live stream series. Might be a fun live stream series, because then I can talk at length about stories and myths and diddly-diddly-dee. So, okay, keep your eyes out. We might well be having more of this than I was originally anticipating, because, yeah, honestly, I think it's pretty darn solid. So, if you're interested, just remember, it's completely free next week. So, grab it, give it a go, see if you like it. If you don't, you've lost literally nothing. So, may well be worth a look seen at the bare minimum. You'll very likely be seeing a bit more from me in a live stream sooner or later. Hopefully, you're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Troy Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much.
Oh my god.
In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariot.